The Phantom War, as historians would later call it, began 3 years before humanity ever realized they were under attack. The Veltar hegemony had perfected the art of invisible conquest, subverting planetary defenses through quantum infiltration, replacing key personnel with neural-controlled duplicates, and slowly assuming control of entire star systems without anyone noticing. Supreme Infiltrator Kex Valis had orchestrated 47 such conquests, each one a masterpiece of stealth warfare. His species could phase shift through solid matter, manipulate electromagnetic fields to avoid detection, and alter their molecular structure to perfectly mimic other life forms. By the time their targets realized they were under attack, the war was already over. Humanity presented the perfect challenge. The humans possess no advanced detection systems, Kex Valis reported to the War Council. Their security protocols are primitive, their military scattered across hundreds of worlds. We will infiltrate their key installations, replace their leadership, and assume control of their territory within 18 months. The operation began flawlessly. Veltar operatives phased through human space stations, infiltrated government facilities, and began the delicate process of replacing influential humans with controlled duplicates. Within 6 months, they had successfully replaced over 300 key personnel across 12 major colonies. That's when things started going wrong. Phase 7 Infiltrator has missed his scheduled report, Kex Valis noted during a routine briefing. Deploy a backup operative to his position. Sir, his aide replied nervously. The backup operative also missed his check-in, as did the replacement we sent yesterday. Equipment failure, Kex Valis decided. The humans' primitive technology must be interfering with our communication arrays. But as weeks passed, more operatives vanished. Not captured, their biomonitors showed they were alive and healthy. They simply stopped responding to commands. Worse, intelligence reports indicated the operatives were still in their assigned positions, still perfectly mimicking their human targets, but somehow no longer following Veltar directives. The breakthrough came when Kex Valis personally investigated the infiltration of Luna Station, where an entire team of operatives had gone silent. What he found defied every principle of espionage warfare. His agents were still there, still perfectly disguised as humans. But they were different. The operative assigned to replace Station Commander Chun was sitting in Chen's office, but instead of transmitting intelligence reports, he was helping a junior officer with her technical certification exam. Another agent, tasked with sabotaging the station's defenses, was instead organizing a birthday party for the maintenance chief. Agent Velnox, Kex Valis transmitted on a secure frequency. Explain your current activities. The response was immediate and horrifying. Sorry, boss, but Commander Chen really needed help with the quarterly safety reports. Did you know humans have parties when their friends age another year? It's actually quite touching. You're compromised. Return to base immediately. I can't do that. Sarah, Lieutenant Martinez, just broke up with her boyfriend and needs someone to talk to. She makes this beverage called coffee that somehow makes problems seem smaller. I've never experienced anything like it. Kex Valis watched in mounting horror as more reports came in. Across human space, Veltar operatives were abandoning their missions, not because they'd been discovered or captured, but because they were enjoying themselves. Agents assigned to infiltrate human families were refusing to leave their adopted children. Military infiltrators were bonding with their fellow soldiers. Even operatives placed in high-security positions were staying because they developed what humans called friendships. It's the humans themselves, Dr. Thexera explained to the Emergency War Council. They don't have advanced detection technology because they don't need it. They have something far more dangerous. They're genuinely kind to each other. The revelation was devastating. Veltar psychology was based on hierarchical dominance and fear-driven loyalty. They had no defense against species that practiced unconditional acceptance, shared resources freely, and formed emotional bonds with strangers. Our operatives aren't being turned, Thexera continued. They're being adopted. Humans assume everyone around them is worthy of care and friendship unless proven otherwise. Our agents are experiencing positive social interaction for the first time in their lives. Within a year, nearly every Veltar operative in human space had effectively defected. They sent back intelligence reports, but only to warn the hegemony to leave their new friends alone. Some married their targets. Others started small businesses. A few went back to school. The final blow came when former Supreme Infiltrator Velnox, now calling himself Steve and working as a coffee shop manager on Mars, sent a message to Kex Valis. Hey boss, you should really try this human thing called vacation. The humans have a saying, work to live, don't live to work. Revolutionary concept. Also, my friend Jake is having a barbecue this weekend. You're invited if you want to drop the whole invasion thing. The Veltar hegemony quietly called off the war. Not because they couldn't conquer humanity, but because humanity had accidentally conquered them first. With kindness.